Hello Leo, welcome to Angel Wise Love Tarot reading for March 2023. I'm going to be pulling out 3 cards that relate to spring, like the shift in energies in nature that we often feel within ourselves as well. And I'll be pulling out some Rider-Waite cards to clarify what that looks like for you, Leo. So what do we have for Leo, March 23? Okay, we have 2 that have turned round, so we'll take both of those. We've got Feel, and we have I Give Myself Permission to Pause, and just one more. We have Laughter is My Medicine. And we are going to clarify these 3. So Feel for Leo. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And we have the 6 of Swords. So, feel in relating to these cards. The 4 of Pentacles, you can see this person is clutching on tightly to his pentacles. So it could relate to somebody who's sort of worked hard for what they've got. Sometimes people, you know, they're kind of very materially oriented and things like that, and you know, just want to sort of stockpile wealth perhaps. But also there's some people who, you know, especially with all the messages we're being bombarded with, it's kind of, they feel like they need to hold on to what they have because, you know, you don't know how long you're going to have it, especially if you've never had it. So you feel like, you know, you have to hold on to every penny. That's a possibility. Or it could be it could just be stability. It could be somebody that doesn't want to move forward or change. They're either quite happy with the status quo or they're worried about losing it. And, you know, what do they say? Change is a constant, and this is the thing. And I think change is sort of easier to go through if you're not sort of happy with where you are at the moment. If you are, of course, you know, you're happy with the way things are in your life, then it's very difficult when things change that are outside your control. And I think we do tend to try and sort of hold on to those things. We become attached. It's natural. We become attached to our home, where we live, you know, a job, you know, a network, or it could be anything really, and you don't want to lose that. And the fact that you've got the 6 of Swords, this is somebody who's actually moving on. They are moving on to a different place. You've got, you know, a little family moving on. But they do say that, you know, you've got this choppiness in the water here, and beyond that it's all calm. You know, it's like it's like a mill pond, completely flat. So it could sometimes be that you are accepting a status quo without looking at actually maybe there's something better for you. The fact that this is relating to feel, it could be that this is how you're feeling at the moment. It's kind of like, I need to move on, but I don't really want to. Or let's explore it a little bit with the others, and we'll see how it all reads together. So we've got I Give Myself Permission to Pause. Oh, that flipped out. So we've got the Knight of Wands, and we have the Emperor. So we've got some major arcana there. So this is a leader. Interesting, because you've got the Knight of Wands, and he does look like he's sort of racing into battle or delivering a message. He's definitely heading somewhere fast. He's got plans, he's got aims, he knows what he's doing. And then you've got the Emperor, who's the you know, the leader and the ultimate leader. He is, if you're looking from a hierarchical perspective, he's, you know, he's further up the chain than this. He's more evolved, if you want to look at it in tarot terms. And it could be that this is somebody who's moved around quite speedily, or sort of rushed in with passion into something, not necessarily a bad thing. But again, sometimes, you know, as I'm saying, it's like we have these times in life we do need to reflect and pause and see if this is working, or just to adjust, you know, to something. You just cannot keep going forward at the same pace all the time. It's, you know, things get faster, things get slower. It's just something you just got to kind of, you know, we're human beings, and sometimes we need recovery time or respite. So it could be that actually, you know, rather than ploughing ahead, perhaps this is a situation that's happened or had to happen, but giving yourself permission to pause is actually taking you to this emperor state. It's like you don't have to be a doer, you can be a beer, you know. Do you know, I don't know if I'm expressing that very well, but I feel like, you know, he's looking there, he's confident, he's on that throne, and everyone recognises him for what he is. It's like he's done the doing, he's got the knowledge, he's got the respect, he's got the leadership. People will look up to him. He can take time out, he's got nothing left to prove. And I think this could be you. I think this could be a, you know, okay, perhaps I've done enough. So let's see what it says for laughter is my medicine. Well, the Hermit wanted to come. Oh, these both wanted to come out, actually. So let's put those on there. Then we've got the Hermit. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So, sorry, it was just, I was just thinking perhaps I should put the light on, and the light automatically came on. It's weird. It was just immediate. So it distracted me a little bit. But yeah, the Hermit. So, again, I think this probably relates quite nicely to giving myself permission to pause. But this is not someone who's just decided, oh, look, I just don't want to see anyone. I mean, there might be elements to that, but there's a purpose to it. It's kind of like, you know, sometimes you need to take time out to study things, to learn something, but sometimes you just learn a little something about yourself, you know. Sometimes it's just when you're not sort of rushing around, if you've got the kind of life where you're constantly rushing around after other people, or responsibilities or duties that you feel are, you know, yours to bear, as it were, not in a negative way, but, you know, we all feel like we've got a sense of responsibility towards certain things. And the Hermit is, you know, I think it's giving you, it's just kind of giving you that time to really get to understand yourself, know yourself. I think what you want. And this is, like I say, this is not somebody who's there's no negative connotations here. This is not someone who's been kind of, you know, rejected by society, or this is somebody who actually has gone within to really get to know themselves. They are actually on top of the world. They've got a light to shine. They are, you know, they're not living in some isolated hovel, as you might assume, but they're actually, you know, as powerful as the Emperor, in certain ways. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles as well. So this is somebody nurturing, this is kind of the material side of it. This is somebody who's kind of got everything together, you know. They kind of manage their world very well. It's quite stable, it's secure, it's looking good. And you've got laughter is my medicine as well. So again, I think it doesn't have to be that, you know, to get to this stage that you have to sort of be serious or adopt a persona that doesn't become you. I think it's very, very important that we are authentic. I think it's, you know, you can't keep an act up all the time. It's not, sometimes people don't respond to you and you don't know why, because you think, well, I'm behaving in a way that I think people expect someone in my position to behave, or as a parent, or or whatever role you are in, and you feel like you need to behave a certain way. Of course, if you've got children, you feel like you need to be responsible. They need to kind of listen to you. You're trying to help them make their way in the world. You're trying to keep them safe. You're kind of helping them to learn. So you perhaps want and need to be seen in a certain way to a degree, but it doesn't mean you can't let your humanity through. And I think we all need to kind of lighten up sometimes and laugh and release the tension and be like, you know, we can't control things, we make mistakes. It's kind of like we cannot let these overcome us, because we have to find a way to move forward. So if I look overall, back to that feel card, perhaps this is something that you haven't allowed yourself to do, really. Perhaps in pursuit of, you know, perhaps from the Four to the Queen of Pentacles, it looks like a bit of a journey here. There's movement here, there's movement there. But actually, I think, you know, you perhaps have allowed yourself to feel, or perhaps that was the thing. It's telling you to feel. You gave yourself the permission to pause. You had this kind of revelation, gave yourself permission to pause. And you realised, you know, perhaps it's like you are here. Perhaps you thought you were here and you had to keep proving yourself, and actually, you know, you're here. You've gone within. You're the hermit. You know, you do have that expertise. You not only just the kind of a leader in terms of a job title or a hierarchy, but actually a genuine, a spiritual leader, a leader of people. But you know, the people don't follow you because they have to, because you're the CEO. They follow you, or the team leader or what have you. They follow you because you are a genuine leader of people, and they will respond to that. And perhaps this is where this sort of humanity comes in, allowing you to feel, allowing you some authenticity to show what what historically have been called weakness, but it's not. It's just human nature. That's it. And I think then you get to this point where it's kind of very stable, a very positive life. I think this is somebody, look at the abundance of vines and things. You've got, you know, comfortable environment. She's in a lush landscape. I think everything looks very, very positive for her. So I feel like, again, I feel like you're sort of already, you know, realizing these things, doing these things. I feel like you are here, and I think that will take you further and further, Leo. So best of luck for you in March, and you know, as we continue for the rest of 2023. Do let me know how you're finding it, and thank you for watching. Bye.